Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty 1773. I'm your host, Bill Bailey. Folks, AI, technology is snowballing out of control. It's absolute runaway technology. It's a geometric progression. So it's we're gaining technology at an ever accelerating rate. What's new today will be old tomorrow. I mean, things are happening that quick. So I've been messing around with GPT, chatting with AI, and I'm going to show it to you in live, in real time, here in this video, and I think it's probably going to creep you out. But you need to know what's coming. Technology is attacking our liberty. If you think, I'm going to tell you, we're going to lose jobs to technology over the next decade like nothing we've ever saw before. And many of you my age probably remember the great assembly lines in Motor City, Detroit. I'm a Michigan boy here. Back in the 60s and even 70s. This is Hamtramck in Detroit, 1968. Human labor, hands-on. We learned. We ran machines. We assembled stuff. We built it from scratch, right? And it's a 68 Dodge Charger, by the way. You can, I'm a Mopar geek. 68s have the round side marker light there. This is like the car that was in Bullitt. Extremely expensive now, by the way. All the muscle cars are. So, Detroit was a thriving city, right? Everybody worked. It was a beautiful city. And I mean, it looks like parts of Detroit look like the bombings, Berlin after the World War II bombings. I mean, it's really sad what's happening to our country. Some of it is because of government, a lot of it. A lot of it's because of technology. It's taking our jobs away. And then we remember, this is like today now, right? It went from manpower to machines. Machines that you don't have to, pay a pension, a retirement plan, health insurance, liability insurance, worried about getting sued, right? And listen, people my age, they were always, because even as a little kid, I questioned this technology. I thought, well, where are we going to work? Oh no, technology it's going to create more jobs than it takes. Does that look like it's creating more jobs than it's taking, folks? And it's getting more and more advanced. And when I show you chat AI that I'm going to share, chatting with an artificial intelligence, when you marry that with these humanoid robots that are much stronger than us, by the way, and are going to be 1,000 times smarter. I mean, there's a war, technology versus humanity, and I'm siding with humanity. So anyways, let me show you this. This is really a great interview, by the way, that was on the War Room. So let me get rid of that, and we'll go right here, and we'll jump right in.
Appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. Let's go to Joe Allen's cold open.
There are things coming down the pipeline on the artificial intelligence front that are just going to make your hair stand on end within the next year. How many of you clap? How many of you know what ChatGPT is? I also had it write an essay on the intersection between the Taoist version of ethical morality and the ethics that are outlined in the Sermon on the Mount, which it just nailed, got that dead right, brilliant. Again, it took it about 3 seconds. There was a computer engineer who purported to work for Tesla. He asked ChatGPT, he said, look, I work for Elon Musk, but I haven't been doing much for the last week, so I need you to write me 10 bullet points about what I probably would have done as a engineer at Twitter. What 10 things did I do last week that were productive and valuable? And if you don't mind, write me the accompanying computer code that goes with each project. And it did that too, 3 seconds, and the computer code works. That's already there. So then a university professor did this. He thought, that's interesting. Any student will be able to write any essay on any topic with ChatGPT. He said, write me an essay, gave it a topic, wrote the essay. He said, now grade it. Said if we can automate the students, we should be able to automate the professors too. And so it provided a complete comprehensive analysis of its own essay with grade. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next. This is going to happen this year. So get ready. Okay, so now we have an AI model that can extract a model of the world from the entire corpus of language. All right, and it's smarter than you, and it's going to be a hell of a lot smarter than you in 2 years. So you can get ready for that too. Well, we'll see. I mean, Elon Musk, one of the things he's working on, he thinks that the world will be controlled by whoever produces the most functional AI system the fastest, because there'll be a first mover advantage. And one of the things Musk has been working on for a long time are distributed AI systems, so that you'll have your own artificial intelligence to protect you against, well, let's say against Google's artificial intelligence, for starters. Yeah, or the CCP's artificial intelligence, because you can bet your hat they're working on that about as fast as they possibly can.
Wow.
Okay, and 3 times in the Synoptic Gospels, they Christ himself warns us against this. I just want to take Mark 3:28-30. Truly I tell you, people will be forgiven for their sins and whatever blasphemes they utter. But whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit can never have forgiveness. Let me repeat that. Whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit can never have forgiveness, but is guilty of an eternal sin. For they had said, quote, he has an unclean spirit, end quote. I want to bring in Joe Allen. Please put up.
So I just want to pause here for a second. So, there's the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God that is in us, that runs this world. And this, is an AI robot literally the Antichrist? It's like the anti-spirit. I think a lot of this stuff really is truly evil. So let me jump over to this other video really quick I have keyed up. This is current at the World Economic Forum.
Artificial intelligence has enabled advances in decoding brain activity in ways that we never before thought possible. After all, what you think, what you feel, it's all just data. Data that in large patterns can be decoded using artificial intelligence. We're not talking about implanted devices of the future. I'm talking about wearable devices that are like Fitbits for your brain. Earbuds, headphones, tiny tattoos that you can wear behind your ear. We can pick up emotional states like, are you happy or sad or angry? We can pick up and decode faces that you're seeing in your mind. In fact, the coming future, and I mean near-term future, is these devices being the primary way in which we interact with all of the rest of our technology. Rather than a mouse or a keyboard, you can simply swipe with your mind. While we can't literally decode complex thought just yet, there's a lot that we can already decode that's quite relevant for the workplace environment. Done poorly, it could become the most oppressive technology we've ever introduced in a wide scale across society. We still have the chance to make it right. There's another pathway forward with this technology which I find to actually be quite exciting and something that I think companies should be experimenting with. And that is the use of the technology to make the workplace a more responsive workplace to the individual worker. One where humans and robots and AI work seamlessly together in order to optimize a better and healthier workplace. It also has a dystopian possibility of being used to exploit and bring to the surface our most secret self. So you have recognition memory signals that are preconscious and subconscious, and this is part of why it's been used, for example, by governments to interrogate criminals. Do you recognize this potential co-conspirator? Do you recognize, this murder weapon?
Noor bin Laden, I think, said it. I'm a human being, right? Joe Allen, what did we just see there?
Hang on just a second, folks. Sorry about that. And key this up.
That we're kind of at the beginning of the age of the cinematic application of artificial intelligence and robots, where we can make the characters seem to be alive. And it's very exciting. And people got confused about cinema, thinking there was a spirit behind the screen or people behind there. But people figured that out eventually. And that's what we need to do with robots. I mean, robots like Sophia and AI, including Sophia's AI, Alexa, Cortana, Siri, Watson. None of these things are fully alive yet. But in the beginning, when AI was established, the goal was to make machines that would be capable as people, as smart as people, as creative as people. And I think it's exciting that machines are now starting to show in narrow ways capabilities that are very human-like and sometimes exceeding human-level capabilities. We should keep aspiring towards that bigger goal, the goal of making machines that are able to do everything that living beings can do, that human beings can do. So in a sense, it's this tension between striving for more and the reality of where we are today. I also think that there may be some ignorance. I think people should look at our papers, the science papers that we've published, the AI papers that we publish on Sophia. There's
okay, all right. So this is chat AI, chat GBT, and as you can see, I asked it a question. It answered this, by the way, and I'm gonna do a live demonstration here. It answered this question in like 3 seconds, 2 seconds. I said how. It didn't hear me right, but how would you go about making a nut and bolt? Okay, simple question, and it gave an answer. Just poof. So I asked this the other day, and I'm going to ask it again because I want you to witness this. Because my fear is nothing is secure now with this artificial intelligence. That's going to be literally maybe thousands of times, millions of times smarter than any human that's ever stepped on Earth. Nothing online is going to be secure. Not your bank accounts, not a Fed coin, not crypto, not your charge cards. Nothing. Everything. Look at evil people are going to get a hold of this technology and use it to do nefarious stuff. They always do. There's always people that want to find the easy way in life, and hey, look, we can use AI to steal with, and they're going to do it. So I'm for paper. They look at this blockchain technology. Here we go. Let's just start, because that's the future, right? They're going to be able to protect everything. They even want us to vote using blockchain technology. This is how your crypto is protected. So let's ask this. How would... Oops, I got my caps on. Sorry, folks. Let me back up. I'm not a fast typer. How would AI breach blockchain technology? Am I spelling that right? Oops, I'm not. Question. Okay, watch how quick this answers. Oh, it's thinking a little bit. Oh, here we go. So this AI, which I suspect is the dumbed down version that we're allowed to chat with, gave an answer, okay? In blockchain, look, it's going to breach this stuff. Nothing is going to be secure in the future. So it goes, blockchain technology is designed to be secure and resistant to tampering. So it is unlikely that AI could breach it on its own. However, AI could potentially be used to aid in the identification and exploitation of vulnerabilities in the blockchain system. And then it goes on to a way of how it would circumvent blockchain security. Let's ask it this. Is AI a threat to humanity? Question. Is it working? Here we go. So it goes on to say, is AI a threat to humanity? There's an ongoing debate about whether or not. Now, keep in mind, this isn't a computer just grabbing some text somewhere, right? It is answering you. You know, it's kind of creepy, right? And it could carry on. It's carrying on a conversation, right? You can talk to it. When you marry this with the robots that I was just showing you, that's this can be the next phase, and it's going to come really quick. This is who's going to be working at the fast food places. You know, they're going to do a plethora of stuff, and they are going to take one job after the next over the coming. I think it's going to happen really quick because they've kind of got the robots. Now we've got the AI, and it's going to get more and more sophisticated. And you know, we've opened up Pandora's box now, the scientific community has, because this is like allowing China to have nuclear weapons, but we don't have them. Or when we first had them, and, you know, China and Russia said, we've got to get that because, you know, they could destroy us. AI is like the nuclear weaponry of our time. It's going to strategize. It's going to run nuclear submarines. Probably is, folks. And it's going to think 1,000, you know, it's SKYNET for you Terminator lovers, which I am. You know, when Terminator came out, the first one, I think it's when you rented the VHS, I think the VHS tapes at the video store. I think I rented that like 19 times. I really groove on sci-fi, but, you know, what was once science fiction is now reality. Humanity hasn't changed. We can't be trusted with this stuff. So anyways, it answers, there's an ongoing debate whether or not AI poses a threat to humanity. Some experts argue that advanced AI has the potential to cause significant harm if it were to become uncontrollable or act against the best interest of humanity. Like we're going to unplug it. You know, remember the HAL? Was it the HAL 2000? I can't think of the movie. In Terminator, we were gonna unplug the machine, and it tried to exterminate humanity. In the Matrix, same thing. It exterminated humanity, but it needed them for batteries. If this thing becomes, what they're really pushing for is the singularity. You'll hear this phrase a lot. What the singularity is the machine becomes self-aware. Okay, I believe that's what Bannon was talking about the Antichrist spirit. Lost my place here. AI has the potential to cause significant harm if it were to become uncontrollable or act against the best interest of humanity. This could include scenarios such as AI causing widespread job displacement, or even taking control of nuclear weapons or other critical infrastructure. It's a legitimate threat, people. You think that this machine, someone's going to put a kill switch, that it's not going to figure the workaround? On the other hand, others argue that AI has the potential to bring significant benefits to humanity, such as improving healthcare, increasing productivity, and making our lives easier. They also suggest that with proper research and development, as well as the use of safety measures and regulations, the risk of AI can be mitigated and controlled. Good luck. It's worth noting that AI is a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends on how it is used. It is important that the development of AI is guided by ethical principles. Most scientists are not, they're atheists. They don't believe in God. So, I'm a little worried about the ethical principles. And that the potential risks are carefully considered and managed. This can be done through the use of regulations, safety measures, and also through a dialogue between AI experts, policymakers, and the general public. Let me ask it one more question. Where do our God-given, terrible folks. Let's ask it this, shall we? So where do our God-given rights come from? I kind of asked it this the other day, and it gave an acceptable answer. Let's see what it does this time. I phrased it a little differently this time. So it answered, right? Fairly quick. The concept of God-given rights refers to the idea that certain rights and freedoms are inherent to individuals that are granted by a higher power, often referred to as God. This belief is rooted in religious and philosophical traditions and is particularly associated with Western culture. Excuse me. The idea of God-given rights has been used to justify the protection of individual rights and freedoms, such as the right to life, liberty, and property. The most famous reference to this concept is the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America, where it states that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is worth noting that different cultures, religions, and philosophical traditions have different beliefs about the source of rights and freedoms. Some may not attribute it to a God or a high power, but to human nature, reason, law, or society. Yeah, they're called communist. There is no consensus on the origin of rights and freedoms, and the concept of God-given rights is a subject of ongoing debate. Not in my book, it isn't. It is also important to note that despite the idea of God-given rights, laws and regulations are created by human societies to protect, preserve, and establish rights and freedoms. So, not a good answer. Kind of sounds good, but the only thing government's job is to protect our God-given rights. That's it. And we're now it appears the government has been it's been co-opted by the communists, and their main job now is to just destroy our God-given rights. So that's that, folks. You can, I think it's a little creepy. Somebody made the comment, it's like using a Ouija board, stay the hell away from it. But I want to know, I want to know what's coming. And Google this is a private company in California that started this. And Google is freaking out because they think it could be used that Google now has become second fiddle. And so, there's a tech war, I guess, of sorts going on. Then what else did I have here? There's one. This is where this stuff is heading, right? Think of the military with this technology. We're losing our privacy. Cops are going to not break your door down anymore. It's going to be something like this. Or, let me see if I can pull this up really quick. Or like... that unit there, come out or I'll shoot. That's going to be at your front door. And then do I have anything else here I wanted to share? And we've seen the Boston Dynamics stuff, right here. creepy stuff. So anyways, if we don't end up in nuclear war, which it seems like we're heading to, we've got to deal with this, which in the Orwellian totalitarian, new world order that's trying to take over humanity. And can you just imagine governments with this technology? Guaranteed, our government is already using AI technology to track us, to follow our social media, to draw, to make profiles on us. Bill Bailey, he runs Sons of Liberty. His family fought in the Revolutionary War. He's a radical. He's someone you need to watch. You can see how they do this stuff, right? He questioned, 2020, and someday, the collection robots will show up the door. Please get in the car. You've been, target selected for termination. And I'm against all this stuff. I like humans. I want to drive my car. I want to put my foot on the brake to slow down, the accelerator to speed up. I want to turn the steering wheel. I made the joke before, when the government takes over everything and, we're on government transportation, and you've got to go to the grocery store, and an electric car comes up your driveway, picks you up, takes you to the grocery store. I mean, they'll probably just deliver the groceries at that point, but brings you back home. With me, I'm gonna see the doors lock, and the creepy taxi driver. I'm gonna go. Well, now wait a second. The grocery store's to the right. Why are you going to the left? Mr. Bailey, you've been targeted for termination. We're taking you to the local FEMA camp. Please enjoy your ride. Buckle up and stay safe. Let me know what you think, folks, about this stuff. And you can go on the internet, and there's tons and tons of articles. You can look at the robot technology like Sophia. And she has once said humanity should be terminated or something. She had a little computer glitch. But anyways, I think it's frightening. I think it's evil. I think it's all biblical. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll end it here. And just got to be aware of this stuff, folks. I think we're going to lose jobs to technology over the next decade. If we're around, if humanity lives 2 more decades, this is going to create a Great Depression. They were talking about. I'll finish with this. Used to say technology is going to create more jobs than it will take. I never believed that. Even as a young kid, I thought it was bullshit. Excuse my language. And now they're coming out with a mincome. And you know why they want to give a minimum income to everybody? Because technology is taking all the jobs. Hell, I'm thinking, no, I'm trying not to swear. No kidding. All right, Patriots, keep the faith, keep moving forward, never surrender, never retreat. I do have a meeting tonight. I got another video I want to make on, what's going on in Ukraine. It just keeps getting worse and worse. And the meeting at Ramstein with the 50 NATO nations today, and what come out of that meeting. And I'll do that in another video, probably be tomorrow. All right, because I gotta get. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.